The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
No touchdown.
They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Levis. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Here's 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quite yet.
And the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try. Something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. 4th down, Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Sidney Brown with it. I tell you what, credit is due there and then preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone.
They've got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 81 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
It's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21, Packers 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. There's a nice move. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And then he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Levis on 3rd down. There's a ball deep from Musgrave. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think. Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Eagle defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers. No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in. Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
63. Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
73.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Miami.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Brown with his stick skills. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now Hurts changing up the play. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So part was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Elliott good with a PAT. The lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First and 10, it's Levis. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Levis. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roll through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goddard, 29 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And right I just said clicking.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the option right, here's Levis. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. they're getting off the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. You back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage.
Now the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back. It's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they may be designs on getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
With it is Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
73.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Being chased out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Open man has got it, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's down inside the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They're going to look to throw. second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Levis looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
A second down throw from Levis. And that's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action. Here's Levis. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Levis throwing for it on 4th. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. On second and a long way to go. Hurts. Man open left side as well. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. A strong running. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Alpha. Hey, let's go.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And quickly, they get to the line. Levis now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Packer 1st down.
Play action now. Levis. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, here's Levis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That's to his running back, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Carlson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing is Hurts. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. This is Swift on the counter. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Fighting through at the 25. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Hey! Crowd left Yanni! Crowd left Yanni! Crowd left Yanni!
Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st and 10. Here's Levis. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. 1st and 10. It's Levis. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Levis to throw it. That's complete, right around the 8. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And Levis going back to the air. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Carlson for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 72, Packers 44. Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 58 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show